Greetings from W3 Wealth Management. Hopefully this newsletter finds you and your family staying warm this winter. We'd just like to take a minute to update you on a few things that are going on with W3 and on the financial markets.
Thank you for allowing me to provide the W3 market commentary for this quarter. I want to share with you that we are pretty optimistic for this year. We see strong earnings coming in from corporate America. We also see inflation coming down. We see continued low unemployment. So there's a lot of really good factors economically that we see happening right now. We do want to share some highlights that you might see this year. You might hear words like recession, and we would tell you don't be intimidated by those. We think it's going to be different this time because of that low unemployment and high spending that we have. So it won't be your typical recession if we do have one. And so we wanted to share that. We also think that we will continue to have some volatility this year, and markets will move around based on information and news that you see in the headlines. But at the end of the day, we do believe earnings and spending will drive stock prices. So we are optimistic, and we thank you for your commitment to us, and we're committed to you, and we look forward to working with you and your families this year.
Thank you, Steve. At the end of last year, Congress passed several laws that impact retirement accounts. The one change that impacts most retirees is the change to the RMD requirements, or the RMD distribution age. RMD also stands for required minimum distributions. They changed that rule to be age 73 when you have to take your first one. So if you turn age 73 in 2023, then you have to take your RMD this year. And anytime going forward, if you are younger than age 73, the year you turn 73 is when you have to start taking it. In 10 years, they have increased that age to age 75, but for the time being, it's age 73 for everybody starting this year. They also made several other changes to retirement plans and 401k plans. A lot of those changes do not take effect until 2024, and typical of Congress, there's a lot of gray areas with it. And so once we get more clarity around those, we will communicate those with everyone. One of the more interesting changes happened also in that law, and that is impacting 529 plans and the ability to take excess funds from those and roll them into Roth IRAs. Now, there are a lot of strings attached to that, so don't think you can just rush out there, start funding the IRA, 529 for a grandkid, then rolling it over into a Roth IRA for them. The general rules from a high level on that is that the money has to be in the 529 plan for at least 15 years. Any money that has been put into the 529 plan over the past 5 years is not allowed to be rolled over into the Roth. And then there's also the person that it rolls into for them into the Roth IRA has to have earnings in that year. There's also a maximum of $35,000. So there's a lot of strings attached to it. So just ask us if you have questions about it. That is something of interest to you. The other item that was changed is IRAs have a big penalty associated with them if you fail to take your RMD. In the past, that penalty has been 50% of the RMD that you have not taken is assessed a 50% penalty. That penalty has been cut in half to 25%, and that is effective immediately. There's also a way to get that penalty to go down to 10%. You have to jump through some hoops to do that, but it is possible. So again, hopefully no one has to incur those penalties and everyone takes out their RMDs timely, but that was another change that Congress did pass.
As we sign off on this video newsletter, I would like to take this time to thank you for wonderful relationships that we enjoy with our clients and friends. We also want to make sure you have plenty of notice on our next shredding event. For those of you who haven't been before, we have a shredding truck that comes to our parking lot, and clients and friends can bring as much paper as they want to have it shredded right then and there. We have some goodies like donuts and coffee. Also, this event will be on Saturday, June 10th. In the meantime, if there's anything on this video newsletter or other things that you have questions on that you feel we may be of help with, don't hesitate to give us a call. Thanks and have a great day.